So very good morning students. Now we will continue our second sinusoidal technique of generation for the PWM pulses, and this one is the bipolar technique which will be discussed in the earlier lecture and through which we will derive the average and pole voltage concept. Now we will come to another technique which is known as a unipolar PWM technique. So this is a unipolar PWM technique. In this technique, there are two carrier signals. One is VRT is equals to Vm sin omega t, and second one is the minus Vr of t, which is equals to minus Vm sin omega t. So one is the black color pen, this waveform as shown in the figure, and second one is the minus Vr, which is started from the just reverse of this VRT in the negative side. So these are two carrier signals. So there are two carrier signals and one is the two reference signals. Two reference signal. One is carrier signal. So carrier signal having peak amplitude of plus minus Vc. So this is the carrier signal having a peak amplitude of plus minus Vc. And these are two Vr. That is the reference waveform in the sinusoidal fashion having amplitude of Vm. This is a full bridge inverter having four switches S1, S2, S3, S4, and these are the four diodes which are not taken because we consider the R load case, and these switches are made up of IGBT. These are the terminals A, B from which the output load can be connected, and these are the plus minus VDC. This is the supply voltage, fixed DC input voltage. And now we will interested in how the PWM pulses are generated and why it is called a unipolar sinusoidal technique. So in this control technique, we will apply following logic to the comparator circuit. First one is the VR greater than of VR of t greater than VCT. So in this case, switch S1 will be on and VA0 equals to VDC by 2. See in the waveform VR of t greater than VC of t. So if VR of t is greater than VAC of t, so VR of t is here, positive VR of t is in the positive half cycle. This is a sine wave, and this is the VCT is the triangular in fashion. This is a carrier signal. So in this section we will see that VR of t will be greater than of VC of t. VC of t is a minus VC, and so VR of t is greater than VC of t. So in this case, switch S1 will be on, and when the switch S1 will be closed, then we will apply the pole voltage concept and apply the KVL. So VA0 equals to plus VDC by 2. So in this, up to this point of comparison, we will see that this is the plus VDC by 2 shape rectangular waveform, and this is the section of intersection. And when this VR of t is less than VCT of t, then switch second logic. See the second logic. When VR of t is less than VC of t, then S4 will be on and VA0 equals to minus VDC by 2. So these are the two logic applied for the positive reference waveform. So when S4 will be on, then we apply the KVL. Then we will be easily find this VA0. This point is O point, virtual neutral point. So if you apply KVL here, then we will obtain VA0 equals to minus of VDC by 2. So if we compare VR less than of VCT, and this is the first part, this is the intersection point in which we can see that VR of t will be less than of VC of t. This is the VC of t, positive VC of t, and this VR of t, this is a positive VR of t, which is less than, this VC of t is greater than, and this VR of t is a lesser. So in this case, output voltage obtained to be minus VDC by 2 for VA0. So minus VDC by 2 up to here, and the second one is the comparison. In this case, VR greater than VC, so plus VDC by 2, and this will comes again and repeated, and after this pi, this is the point of pi, this is the pi point, and this is the 2 pi point. So third logic, now we'll see the third logic, which is minus of VRT greater than of VCT. In this case, S3 will be on and VB0 equals to plus VDC by 2. So in this case, we will compare this negative VR of t, which is this is the negative VR of t, and this will be compared with this VC of t. So if we compare this, we will obtain pulses for the, and we will obtain this pole voltage VB0. and this VB naught, and again minus VR of t is less than VC of t, then switch S2 will be closed and VB naught equals to minus VDC by 2. So in negative cycle we will compare and generate pulses for for the switches S3 and S2, and these are the pulses as shown square in the nature. Or we will simply draw VB naught by shifting VA naught by 180 degree. So if we shift this waveform by 180 degree, we can easily obtain. So this is the waveform of VB naught having amplitude plus VDC by 2 minus VDC by 2. And now we will obtain the VAB, which is line voltage VA naught minus VB naught. So how we will obtain? We will subtract VA naught waveform, or we subtract VB naught waveform from VA naught to obtain the line to line voltage. So subtract this is the part, and this will be particularly drawn this dash line, and if we subtract this part from this whole VDC by 2, then we will obtain VAB. So VAB obtained to be this part, because we will subtract this part, so we will obtain this part from here, and this part and this part we will obtain, and this part we will obtain, and so this part will be obtained here and this part will be obtained here by subtraction. Similarly, we further subtract this part from there, so this part will be obtained in the pulse and this part will be obtained in the pulse. So in this way we will obtain the line to line voltage. And if we subtract plus VDC by 2, if we subtract minus VDC by 2 from plus VDC by 2, then we will obtain plus VDC here. So, and after pi we will again subtract this part of waveform from the whole waveform, and this part of the waveform of VB naught we subtract from VA naught. So pulse will be generated in the negative cycle and having amplitude of minus VDC. So in this way we can subtract VB0 from the VA0 to obtain the line to line voltage. And this logic applied is 4 logics are there. First of all, we compare positive VR of t from this to this VCT, and in the second we compare minus VR of t to this VC of t. So all the switches are come into picture and pulses are generated for the triggering of these switches. So why we called it as a unipolar? Because in positive half cycle only one polarity of voltage will be obtained having VDC amplitude, while in the case of bipolar we will obtain plus VDC by 2 and minus VDC by 2 voltage in the positive and negative half periodic form. But in this case from 0 to pi only one polarity of voltage is obtained. So, and negative half cycle negative polarity of voltage is obtained. So this is called as unipolar because one polarity of voltage will be there in the each half cycle. So this is a unipolar sinusoidal PWM technique. And now we will calculate the VA0 average, which is average pole voltage, which is equals to M into VDC by 2 into sine of omega t. So it is same as in case of bipolar. M is the modulation index, which will be defined as a this is a reference signal magnitude upon carrier signal amplitude, and this is the VB naught average voltage. This VB naught waveform will be M VDC by 2 into sine omega t plus pi, because this VB naught is just shifted by 180 degree to obtain the this waveform. VB naught will be obtained if we shift this one VA0 waveform by 180 degree, we will obtain the VB naught. And this VAB, this is a line to line voltage. This can be obtained by the resultant of these two waveforms, and this is obtained to be MVDC into sine of omega t. So all these equations are similar as in case of bipolar case. Now we will come to Fourier series. So Fourier series only Bn term will be there, 2 VDC by n pi 1 minus cos n alpha 1. What is the n alpha 1, n alpha 2, n alpha 3? This is the triggering. This one is the alpha 1. This one is the alpha 1. So see in the waveform above bipolar technique, and if we know what is the alpha 1, what is the alpha 2. So this point is the alpha 1 point. So alpha 1 point, at this alpha 1 point the output voltage is coming from plus to minus. So we will write in the Fourier series expression of unipolar, that is equals to 1 minus 2 cos n alpha 1, and for n alpha 2 waveform going from minus minus VDC to plus VDC by 2. So it is plus 2 cos n alpha 2 and again minus 2 cos n alpha 3, plus minus alternate fashion will be there by seeing the waveform going from the positive edge to negative edge respectively. And this is the general expression of Fourier series. So it is equals to 135 to infinite bn sin omega t. Put this value of bn and you will finally calculate the any harmonic number amplitude from this Fourier series. This is the Fourier series expression. Now we will compare the difference between the unipolar and bipolar sinusoidal PWM technique. So in bipolar technique, control scheme is very easy. So where scheme will be applied, controlling is just easy. Why easy? Because the logic we will apply to on is a simple. So S1 S2 on, if you apply not, then S3 will be on. So this simple logic will be there. So and but in the case of unipolar technique, the control scheme applied is complex. Four logics are will be there. And second is the more fluctuation in the line voltage. So in line voltage it will fluctuate from minus VDC to plus VDC in case of bipolar sinusoidal PWM technique, but in case of unipolar technique less fluctuation. Why less fluctuation? Because line voltage is fluctuating only 0 to plus VDC or 0 to minus VDC. So only VDC fluctuation will be there. If we subtract VDC and minus VDC, then 2 VDC will be overall fluctuation, and here only VDC is the fluctuation. So less fluctuation will be there. So if the less fluctuation are there, then the low losses are there in the conversion. And the switching frequency in case of unipolar is higher as compared to bipolar technique. This is the general comparison. And this VA naught peak value, examiner will ask that what is the pole voltage, peak value of pole voltage. So if you want to know peak value of pole voltage, you have to see the find the Fourier series expression. From this Fourier series expression, this is a VA naught. VA naught is a sinusoidal in fashion, so it is a peak value of which is equals to m VDC by 2. What is the VDC by 2? Which is the half of the supply voltage. If the midpoint will be there, then it will be VDC by 2. So this is the peak value of line to line voltage, pole voltage, and the line to line voltage it will be m into VDC. So pole voltage will be m VDC by 2 in both the schemes, bipolar and unipolar, and this VAB is a line to line voltage having peak amplitude of m VDC. So this is the comparison of these two techniques, and these two techniques are advantageous for the harmonic performance point of view, because in VSI we studied external voltage control technique, so harmonic performance will be poor. But in case of sinusoidal PWM technique, if these two techniques are used, unipolar and bipolar, then THD will be obtained to be less than 5%. So these techniques are beneficial for us to obtain the pure sinusoidal waveform at the load side. So harmonic performance will be improved and customer satisfaction point. These two techniques are very important. So thank you. In this way we will complete the inverter, single phase inverter, whole single phase inverter lecture, and these are some PWM technique which will be there, and they will be completed by this Fourier series analysis. So thank you.